Smythesdale Gardens.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Smythesdale Gardens.
Is it family gardens? I don't know.
Or free
Anyway.
gardens, something like that. Just outside Ballarat. It's a donation camp. It looks pretty good. It's got a 4.5 star rating on Wikicamps. So we thought we'd give it a go. So we'll bring you along. So tag along and see what it's like.
Hi there everyone. I thought I would try a bit of an experiment this weekend. We're going away. But what I thought I'd do is I'd try to make a lemon pound cake and cook it in the camp oven. Haven't done it before, no idea what it could turn out like. Could be a complete disaster. But anyway, I just thought I would do the preparation at home because it needs to use electric and we're going to be off power. And don't really want to take the generator just for 2 nights. So I've got all the ingredients out and ready. So here we've got the flour, the lemon rind, the lemon juice, vanilla bean paste, baking powder, caster sugar, plain flour, salt, lots of raspberries, melted butter, and there's the flour in the pot and the caster sugar. Needs eggs as well, so I'm just gonna quickly whip this up and we'll see how it turns out eventually, hopefully. This is a Curtis Stone recipe, so I can't take credit for this on my own. So I need to put in the caster sugar, the butter, the lemon rind, first time cooking using lemons from my own lemon tree. I can't normally grow lemons at all, so that's pretty good. And then 3/4 of a spoon of the vanilla paste. Pop that in there. And then it says to do it on a medium high speed, which of course helps if you turn it on. So we'll leave that going for 5 minutes and I'll come back in a minute. Okay, so that's been going around about 5 minutes and it now says to add 3 eggs, 1 at a time, beat them slowly. I've got to add the flour mixture, so that's flour, baking powder, what else did I put in there? The salt and a bit of milk. It says to do it slowly until just combined. Straight down the edges, put the flour in. Okay, so I think that's just about combined. I'll flip that round. So a nice light fluffy mixture. Hopefully that'll all drop off. I'm not a good cook, by the way. Anyhow, let's have a look, see what mess I can make. Another reason why I don't do things in the caravan, I'm a very messy cook. Anyhow, and it says to add the raspberries. So I shall do that. There we go. There's the raspberries. I just need to gently fold them until they're all combined. So I'm planning on cooking this tomorrow, so I'm going to have it all set up ready to go, and I'll leave it in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow we'll pop it in the camp oven. I've got a silicone baking thing, so I'm hoping that will do the job. It stands up to 220 degrees, it says. Anyway, I'm going to pour this into the container. See if I can make a mess here as well. And bearing in mind the camp oven is round, I would have thought a round silicone one would have been better, but I couldn't find any today, so I gave up. There we go, it's all in there. So, I'm just flattening the top off a little bit. And that's ready to go in the camp oven tomorrow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare everything for tomorrow, ready for the icing, but obviously I won't be able to put it on the cake because it's not cooked. And also, me being me, I didn't read the instructions properly for the ingredients. So it actually said for 375 grams of raspberries. I only bought 2 punnets, which is about 240 grams. So I'm a little bit short, so I've had to make do. And now what I'm doing is I'm squashing the raspberries and trying to get the juice. I need about a tablespoon of juice, so wish me luck. Okay, so in here I've managed to squeeze some raspberry juice, so let's hope that's a tablespoon. And I'm going to bag it all up. It says for a cup of caster sugar, a tablespoon of raspberry juice and the juice of the lemons. Most of the lemon will go into the cake once it's cooked. The rest will go into the icing to give it its flavour. So I'll be back tomorrow with the progress. Hopefully the cake will turn out to be edible, even if it's not pretty, but we'll see. Some beautiful houses around here. There's a market on Saturday.
Yep, come up and have a look. Is it there? No, it's hay. Tell you where the market is.
I don't know, there's a sign back there. Saying market this Saturday.
Yeah, where?
Back there.
Yeah, it just said back there, but it didn't say where it was, did it?
No, just said back there. This house isn't quite as nice, but
In
that's
600 metres, turn right.
It's coming straight out then.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's a dump point, that is.
Public Gardens toilets.
Yeah, dump
Well,
point.
that's that why we have to phone them.
I have no idea, darling. I don't know. I've never been. But this is tight getting in here for a van this size.
Car in front is moving.
So I reckon go round to the right.
There's a
No,
caravan.
this is Steve.
Oh, okay. Keep pushing it round. You're alright, keep pushing it. He's over there. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, open it up a little bit, just a little. Keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, tighten it up. No, open it up again. Yeah, that's good. Keep going. Keep coming. Keep coming. coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Oh, I thought you wanted between the trees. I'll do. Stop.
Try and work out how level it is.
It's not level at all.
Yeah, so what about if I go backwards a bit or forwards a bit? Is it better or worse?
Hold on. That's better.
So do you need blocks?
Try going back an inch or two. Stop there. If you use blocks, it would be very minimal.
There we go, all set up. Campfire roaring. We've got the hillbilly camp set up for this weekend. Didn't bring the barbecue with us, so we're hoping that the weather's going to be good. This is Mrs. Lodell.
That's right. That's my official title.
Lippy, as we call her for short.
Not my official title.
And we're right near the rotunda, so yeah, if the weather turns shit, we've got somewhere we can go.
Sun's going down. Nice.
The sun's setting. It's a nice campground. A little bit of it's taped off. It's obviously been quite wet. And then here's the wife on the alcohol, on the juice again. You see a common theme.
We're red.
Oh yeah, like matching. They're like twins.
Twinsies. There's a rotunda down there with a great big open fireplace in that and place to sit.
Yeah, I see. There's a fire in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it turns to, where is that? Is that right down the end?
It's up
Yeah,
there.
just where
Where
those
that
lights
light
are.
is.
Yeah. So down there, you can see in the distance, there's some lights. There's a rotunda built in there which has got open fireplaces, which would be really nice when it's cold. Not that we need it, we've got our own fire. I got it.
There we go.
Don't want these.
So we're doing roasted chestnuts.
I'm throwing some in the fire.
Richard's chucking in bugs. He's a bit drunk.
I'm not drunk,
As
it's
I-
just rolling downhill.
Oh, really? As am I. However,
We're
we'll
not.
give it a go.
We don't need to do
And I
it.
don't have a flash, so I
I've
can't.
got light on it.
Where's the light? The
There
light's
we
in the
go.
van.
Yes, you're
Darling.
rolling, not mine.
There's light on it there.
Awesome. So here we are with roasted chestnuts.
A new experience.
Well, they're not
A
roasted
new,
yet.
a new experience for Libby.
Are
We
they
have
real
all
chestnuts or
tried
horse
them.
chestnuts?
No,
Yeah.
they're real ones. I bought them from the shop, I'll have you know.
I'll have you know.
I'll have you know.
That was very British.
It was. I'll have you know.
I'll have you know.
She's arriving.
I'm
That one's a bit
arriving.
ashy because it fell in the fire.
Yeah, that's Steve.
Well, you take the shell off anyway.
I'm arriving.
Oh, how posh.
Yoo-hoo. So what's going on then, girls? What's happening? What's up, Gracie? What's up? What's this? What we got to do with it? We've got to cook it.
Morning. So here we are. We are at Smythesdale Public Gardens, just outside Ballarat. And you can see the van set up behind me. It's cold this morning. Got a nice little spot right sort of between the pine trees. They have got a lot of this area blanked off. It's been quite boggy, I think, so they've blanked off a bit of it. But I'll take you for a little walk around. So it's quite boggy in places, as you can see. Downside of going camping at this time of year, well, the campgrounds can get quite wet. Plenty of places to camp here though. They've kind of tried to tape off the areas that are the worst, the low areas. You can see where the ducks are there. Beautiful pine trees. That's an old one. And a yucca growing there, look. You got kids' play areas. Now there are showers here as well, which we give you a code for. So this is a donation camp. You go down to the pavilion, you pick up an envelope. And then I think you drop the donation over at the servo. Okay, so the toilets are clean, basic, but clean. Flushing, so you get flushing toilets here. Not bad at all. And look at that. They've got a dump point as well. So very well equipped. This is the area that you arrive at to come in, and there's two ways in. You can drive around to the left or to the right. Both ways will take you around to the camping area. And then through here, obviously this is where your toilet blocks are, which are a way away from where you camp. It's a bit of a walk, not far. Obviously water taps here. I think it's rainwater though, so I wouldn't be drinking it. Yeah, it looks like it's all rainwater tanks. And then look at this camp kitchen. Barbecue, which looks like it's yeah, it's free to use. Just push the button, so you can do your breakfast here. And then they've got the campfires in here, and obviously cooking plates on this one, which is a really nice touch. How nice is that? High chairs and tables. Check this. Obviously I've got a kettle here. Yeah, the lights working here as well. So it's 3 days stay at this garden as maximum. And then obviously they've made like a ship out of this tree that they've cut down. It's obviously died. So they've got quite a lot of carvings and stuff around here. I'll send the drone up later and we'll have a closer look at them. Very clever. So charming little gardens. They've obviously they've done a bit of carving in the area to the trees that have come down, but yeah, it's very nice. I've got to say it. Tanya found this one on Wiki Camps. We were looking for somewhere this weekend to go that wasn't too far away, because we've only got Saturday off. And Tanya found it and she said, well, it's only in Ballarat. What do you think? And I was like, well, the reviews are really good. I think it's 4.5 and I can see why. Lots of space. You can get fairly spaced out. I don't think where we are we're going to get a huge amount of solar input, which could be a problem because we seem to have problems with our batteries again. Don't seem to be holding a charge. I think lithium's going to be the answer for that. We're going to have to bite the bullet and sort out the batteries. Can't keep on like this. Anyway, I'll get the panels out today and we'll see if we can get some power back in it. But they were quite low this morning. We put the diesel heater on and we were dropping down below 11 and a half volts, so not a good sign. It shouldn't have been that low. Anyway, it is what it is. Almost back to the van, and my little twisted fire starter is there with the fire started. I know, girls. Have you had your breakfast? Have you? Has Gracie had her breakfast? Gracie, that's always... She's always hungry, aren't you? Eh? Always hungry, yes you are.
So Richard's cooking us breakfast and the girls have said that they want an egg this morning to share.
Well, Amber doesn't want to share it.
Oh, Amber doesn't want to share, you're right, but Gracie says she'll share because she's good. So Richard's going to do another egg for the girls. Oh, look at that perfect circle. There we go.
Another ring doll and the same ring. Bit of olive oil. Running out.
Yep, go shops again. One day we'll be organised.
Doubtful.
Yeah, awesome. So bacon and egg rolls, and an egg for the girls. No egg for me, because I don't eat egg. We need smell-o-vision. It smells awesome. I love crispy bacon. There we go.
Fix my hair, please.
80s hairdo.
Yoo-hoo!
What are we up to, darling?
We're preheating the camp oven, and we've put heat beads onto the hillbilly so that I can cook the cake.
What cake have we got?
We've got a lemon pound cake. No guarantees it's going to turn out okay, because it's an experiment.
We like experiments.
Okay, so here's the cake that I prepared yesterday. It's been in the fridge overnight, so I'm just going to lift up the baking paper to make sure it's got clear edges, because it's been obviously in a bag getting here. And then it says to cover it loosely with foil. There we go. And then we'll take it outside and put it in the camp oven that's been heating up. Hopefully it'll fit, like I say, an experiment. Okay, so I'll put this into the camp oven. I'm hoping it's going to fit. Might come out a bit of an odd shape, but anyway, it's in. Pop the lid back on. I'm going to swing it away a little bit because it's actually quite hot. And then put some of the coals that have been I'm not going to do too many, maybe 4 or 5 just around the outside. Oh, come on, stop being naughty. It's supposed to take about an hour and a quarter, so I'll check it in a little while, see how we're going, and then add or take off beads, whatever needs to be done, like I say, all an experiment. Okay, so the cake's now been cooking for around about an hour. The instructions say an hour and 15. I've put a few more heat beads on the lid, moved it closer to the oven as I didn't to the fire, as I didn't think it was cooking very well, and it's not, so that's all right. We will put it back in, more heat beads on top, and keep it a little bit closer to the fire, and hopefully that way it will cook. We'll check again in a little while. Okay, so the cake has now been cooking for nearly 2 hours, and I've put my skewer in, and as you can see, it's just coming out very dry. So the cake is done, albeit a little funny shaped, but anyway, that's okay. So I'm now going to take this into our kitchen and let it cool down for 10 minutes, then I'll take you through the next steps. Okay, so the cake's been cooling now for around about 10 minutes, and I'm just going to put a skewer in about 10 to 15 times. Don't ask me how many times that is, I have no idea. And then I've got to reserve half a tablespoon of lemon juice. So I don't have a tablespoon with me, so I'm going to guesstimate. And the rest of this just gets brushed on. So there we go. I don't know. Anyway, it's probably about half a tablespoon, but I'll just pour a little tiny bit, drop in more. There we go. So that now needs to completely cool, and then once that's cooled I can put it onto a wire rack and I can do the icing to go on the top. Okay, so we're at the point now where I can do the icing. So I've got the icing sugar. We need to put in the raspberry puree that I did yesterday. That's done. And we need to put in the lemon juice, which is there, and 2 teaspoons of milk. So I can do that. I need to, it says whisk it, but I don't have a whisk, so it's just going to have to be a fork until it gets into a stringy paste. Okay, so that's all mixed, and now we can just pop it onto the cake and spread it out, and then you leave it for an hour to set.
Not be bad for a spoon, darling.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said at the introduction, I'm not a cook.
So this is how Tanya's cake came out, and we did eat it last night, and it was very nice. We had it with some custard. Got a bit left, so we'll finish that. But yeah, came out real good. Right, this morning, it's a cold one. We've had our challenges whilst we've been here with power again. Some of it was the BM Pro that's been playing up. It hasn't been accepting any impact from the car. But I also think that maybe, I'd like to say it's not, but I think maybe the batteries are on their way out again, which is, I just think they're a poor quality battery. Anyway, the main problem we've got at the moment is yesterday there was absolutely no sun at all. It was just overcast all day, so we got nothing. And on the drive up here we weren't getting any charge, but there's no real reason for the battery to be as low as it is. I'll turn the camera around and show you where the solar panels are and what we've got at the moment. Hopefully the sun will break through and we'll get something, but we're leaving today anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So it's a little solar array which we've got set up. But the problem we've got at the moment is these blooming trees, which the sun's right behind them, so that although we're getting sun on the panels, they're all shadowed. And of course, if you've got shadows on the panels, you drop out, you know, a fair bit. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So we had a good night last night. I made a few phone calls to family. I spoke to my brother in Wales, in England. Had a chat with him. Oops, boggy here. But it is a chilly one this morning. I think it's only, last night was like 1 degree. Had quite a bit of condensation inside the van this morning. Probably should have cracked a roof vent slightly to eliminate that, but we didn't. So once I've got a bit of power back in the batteries, I'll turn the diesel heater on and dry the inside. Just get rid of the condensation so it doesn't go mouldy. So I chatted with my mate Tim from the UK. Haven't spoken to him for a long time. Because we've got internet connection here, it enabled us to use FaceTime and chat with him. And my brother. And that's just a walk down to the toilet blocks this morning. Kind of got the fire going. So we'll do breakfast when we get back. Yeah, so we had a little bit of a look around yesterday. There's a market on Saturdays. We went and had a look at that. That was alright, it was interesting. Wasn't a very big market, but had some interesting stuff in it. We bought some, we actually bought some olive oil there. We were down on oil, we needed some. And there was a couple of flavoured oils that we bought as well. But it's nice to support the locals when you come to places like this. Campground wise, 2 nights, it is donation. We paid $20, so $10 a night is what we gave. And looks like Tanya's got the fire going, roaring. It's a bit muddy, just watching my foot. So there we go. Morning fire, which is pretty damn nice, I must admit. It's found some warmth out. And then these Suki Lalas. What's the matter? What's the matter? No, you want to come out, don't you? You want to come out, yes. Okay, so we've got some friends just arrived that have bought something a little unusual. So I'm going to turn the camera around, introduce you to them, and show you what they've bought. So, Marcel, tell us about it. What is it?
What is it? It's a real four-wheel drive.
It is.
Not a
So-
pretend Ford or pretend whatever.
It is an Ineos Grenadier.
Grenadier.
So you won't see many of these
Trial
over
Master.
here. Trial Master. Let's have a look inside. So this runs the straight 6 diesel BMW engine. Oh my god. Check this out at the top there. Smells like a new car, doesn't it? Got it muddy, mate.
Yeah, use it for what it's meant to be.
So what goes on here?
Oh yeah, there'll be all sorts of
Accessories.
attachments, accessories that will come over time. I don't know how legal it is to drive with accessories to the side of the car though.
Attached on it?
Attached.
Probably not.
I think you get alloys. I think you get alloys.
Steels, yeah.
No, this is the way to go.
He's got a flippy number plate with his winch behind. Controller at the front there. You going for a spin, are you?
Yeah, going for a spin.
Fun squeaky noise. Oh dear, it's high up, isn't it? Here we go. First spin in the new car. That's very plush. Hang on, let's get the seat out properly. So they've definitely taken the aircraft theme to heart, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's like a blooming helicopter. Very nice.
Well, it was suggested to me to name the car Major Tom.
But what did you call it?
Ned.
And what does NAD stand for?
Not a defender.
It should have been nabbed, because then it could be not a bloody defender. Okay. So you can see the gear shifter there is definitely a BMW item. So has this got a BM box as well?
ZF.
Yeah. Good box.
8-speed.
Same as a Jeep.
Silky smooth.
Same as a Jeep.
Yep. Silky smooth.
Yeah, they are. I know you used to have a torque converter, not DCT, so same gearbox that they're using currently in the Grand Cherokee Jeeps, the 8-speed. Nice view out the roof. Be good when you're doing those climbs, you can actually look up and see the top. Suspension's good on it.
Well, it comes out with different suspensions depending on the options you've put on there, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to go for the winch and the bull bar and side brush bars.
So they tune that suspension for it before it comes.
Yeah.
She goes alright, doesn't she? Jeez. That 3 litre diesel, this is a diesel one, yeah?
Yep.
You can't even tell it's diesel, can you? So these engines in these are the 3 litre straight 6 diesel lump that they use in the BMWs. And trust me on this, they have no shortage of power. Anyone that's driven the 3 or 5 series diesels will definitely know what I'm talking about. And powerful enough that you really can't believe it's actually a diesel. It pulls like a train. And they're kind of almost like a modular car, because you can custom just about everything on them, can't you?
Yeah, there's loads of options available. I got a bit excited and started ticking just about every box available.
Yeah, don't do it when you're drunk, because you wake up in the morning and think, oh,
Yeah, no, it was all good. I'm glad I did, because the price of the same vehicle right now, I think it's gone up by close enough to $30,000. So I've saved quite a bit by putting in a very early application and reservation.
Yeah, and they've obviously
The one thing,
all of these switches in here are all current, are they? Oh, these are extras.
yes,
So you've got a load of
yeah,
extras
they're all
in there.
pre-wired.
Yeah.
So every single one of them is pre-wired. There's 4 external ones that go to the
roof. I saw
rack.
you showing Steve those. So it's
Uh,
got pods on the roof that are ready for lights to be put in.
Yes.
So all you got to do is lift the plastic covers and you can connect your lights in. So whatever you want on the roof rack can be done. And all the switch gears are already put in for you and wired. And it's got front and rear diff locks on it.
We did find that the diff locks do come in very quickly, but they seem to take forever to unlock.
Okay, are they?
So-
Oh yeah, are they electromagnetic? Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So we've-
they come
we've
off
found-
better when you're not on power.
Yeah, we found in a straight line they take forever. If you do some very sharp turns,
They unlock
it seemed
quicker.
to unlock a little bit quicker.
It's definitely quite supple, the suspension. Oh yeah. There we go. What a great vehicle. You happy with it?
Love it.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
Something a bit special. You don't see many of them, although you will.
well, it was actually quite interesting. In the last couple of days, I've had a lot of Defender drivers coming the other way, giving me the Defender wave.
And then like, oh,
probably
actually,
not even realising that
they are very, very similar.
this is NAD.
Yeah. Very nice.
Only quick.
Oh,
Only for party. Yeah. Got back late.
I've discovered that
so these are the pods. You can see the little electrical symbol on them.
Let's see.
Well, 3.5. It's like all the
And again, pods here, pods here. Obviously comes with a snorkel on it, facing backwards as well, which is a good idea, so it doesn't suck the dust straight in.
Well, that brings us to the end of our little weekend getaway to the lovely public gardens here at Smythesdale. We've had a really relaxing, chilled out weekend.
Yeah, it's been wicked. Been very cold, and we've had a few issues with the batteries, but more coming from that in the future. We've made a decision, haven't we? We're going to do something with them.
So. Yeah.
And we'll bring that to you when we go ahead and do it. But be interesting stuff.
If you like our content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that bell icon to be notified of any new adventures that we have, and drop your comments in below. We love to hear what you've got to say, and we'll get back to you when we can. But otherwise, that's it from us from Smythesdale. Until next time.
Safe travels. See you on the next one.